Hello, 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 guys. Beautiful, beautiful day. It's a lot warmer than it was yesterday. Even though my temperature say it's about the same, but I feel a little warmer. The sun is certainly hot. I hope you guys are having a good day and all is well with you and your families. We got to put our families first, no matter what, guys. No matter what. Hello there, Sheila Austin. And I think I saw Riri. Let me go in to the other phone so I can see everybody. Okay. Sheila, Tater, Felicia, Riri. Hey, guys. Princess Strickland, Brenda Hill, Jean Tarlin, Charlotte Hamlet, Gloria Wiley. Hey, guys. Annette Williams. Hey, everybody. So I was out here driving. Sometimes I get a little lonely. I think you guys know spoiled me. I don't know why I feel like I gotta be talking all the darn time. I know before social media, I used to just have my own little personal conversation. Now I got somebody that'll really listen to me. So thank you guys. So y'all listen up. So I was listening to a content creator on yesterday, and they was talking about this married to basketball wife lady by the name of Drea or something like that. Drea. I don't watch that, so I don't know much about it, but I was trying to catch as much as I could. And she was saying that Drea is a 39-year-old woman. Now, a lot of you guys might know who it is. Hey, Zaza. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Russia. Welcome in, Russia. So anyway, Drea is this 39-year-old woman. She is pregnant by a 22-year-old young man, right? And says it's a outrage of people that's really complaining about it and they talking about it. So I was thinking that this is the first thing that popped in my mind. Now y'all tell me, do y'all feel the same way? So in our society, why is it so okay for a 39-year-old man to get a 22-year-old girl or young lady impregnated, but it's not okay for a 39-year-old woman to be impregnated by a 22-year-old young man? In our society, why is it okay the other way around? If it was the other way around and the guy was talking about marrying the woman and, it'll be all right. Everybody be like, rah, rah, rah. That's the way it's supposed to be, He's going to marry her and it's okay. But just because this lady is 39 and the guy, her boyfriend is 22, it's so kind of like old school, don't y'all think? Because we have really come a long way. We got to stop living in those old ways of everything. So what do y'all think about that? Have anybody heard this, what I'm talking about? Hey, Cam. Hey, Leslie. Oh, okay. So Tay Judge say it's because you're in America that's why it's messed up. Sabrina, hey guys. So do anybody watch Drea from Basketball Wives? And what do you all think about a 39-year-old woman being pregnant by a 22-year-old young man? Somebody said that he's young enough to be her son. I don't think so. Because if that's the case, I mean, this is how I looked at it. If that's the case, that's saying that at the age of 17, if she had had a baby at the age of 17, then that would be her, that would be her son. But, everybody don't be pregnant early like that. So, she could just be like, they said she only did it because she's a gold digger. And she know the guy had a basketball career or some type of, NBA career. And he's really good, and that's why she chose him. And she always go around and she always be trying to get the rich guys. And so they said she probably trapped him. That's what I've been hearing about this story. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. So that's why I'm trying to get y'all input. I'm talking to mothers with sons. How would you feel about that? Because I have this nephew, guys. He's really my great nephew. He's my niece's son. And he's fine as can be. He's a fine young man. I'm talking about, he got it all. He got the looks. He got the body. He's just fine. He built like what the young girls like. He don't have any kids. He have a good job, getting paid really good money. He have his own place. He is 22. I think he'll be 23 this year. And that's the first thing I told his mom. I said, how are you gonna feel when these older women be trying to get your baby? I asked her that. And she said, I don't know. She said, I don't know. I said, well, he's a nice looking young man, and they gonna be trying to get with him. Especially he got his own place, he got his own transportation, he got a good job paying good money, Of course the older women gonna be attracted to him if he like older women, because older women, we're still women just because we are at a certain age. Now, me, myself, I have a cutoff. Like, I won't date anybody. I wouldn't date anybody in their 30s or 40s. And maybe I'll date someone in their 50s, but they got to be in their late 50s. I don't want nobody just turning 50. Because with that come immaturity. Hello, Sweetness 49. So would you guys be okay with that? Hey, Libra 4. Did you get my message this morning, Libra 4? Give me a comment in the chat that whether you got my comment or not this morning. That was personally to you. So that is one of the things I wanted to talk about today, guys. If you all will allow me, I would like for the people in this sector that just want to talk about the people in this sector, which is very boring. They're not important. We make them important. They are nobodies. They just have that YouTube fame, and they just so ignorant with it. They act like people that never had anything before in their lives, and they don't know how to act. When they get a hold to something good, they just spoil it for everybody. So I wanted to do something a little different because I really bore very easily. And I told you guys that I cannot continually talk about the same thing. I try to stay in and talk with everybody, talk about the same thing over and over. But when is enough for you guys? If you hear it on 4, 5 different platforms, different angles, of course, different ways to present it, but it's still the same people. Wouldn't you all like to come to a platform that is more refreshing and talking about today's, what's going on in the world, like entertainment, political, you know, worldly things, like just have something different to listen to and something different to conversate on. So that's what my aim was going to be. I got to branch off. I got to pull away. Even though I've been caught up in it, it's going to take me a little bit getting out of it, but I'm going to wiggle myself out of it. And I would still be joining the other platform just to hear what's going on, to stay abreast with everything. But my commentary is going to be about pop culture and what's going on in the entertainment world and what's going on with the political, because this is you all know this is a voting, right? We're getting ready to elect another president, whether we're going to keep the old one or we're going to. The second thing that I heard is that Trump said something. I mean, I don't even know why so many people gravitate to him. Well, I know that he's in my opinion, I know he's not for all the people. To me, in my opinion, I don't think he's for everybody. I think he's for a certain group of people. But he made a comment, and I just heard it a couple of days ago, that he said, if he don't win in this election, then the United States gonna have a bloodbath. Why would they even let him stay like that? I don't understand why he gets to say anything he wants to say. I don't understand why him with so many different he got so many different, what you call it? He got so many different rulings against him, where he's getting ready to, he gets caught up in the court system. He got so much against him, but then still they let him run for president. And I don't like the way he departed, like when he was president and somebody else had won, how they had to make him leave. I don't like all of that. And I think when he showed us who he was, then that was enough for everybody. I think that he should never, this is just my opinion, he should never have the opportunity to put us in that type of situation ever again. It was really hard getting this guy out of there. He refused to leave. He did not want to pass the torch. I mean, and so why would we do that all over again? I don't understand the mindset of people. I just don't get it. And a lot of people get angry because everybody's not for him. But see, that's why we have freedom of speech in this country. We have a democracy where we get to decide what we want. Can't nobody make us see things the way that they see things. Like, we all are individual. We all have different opinions about things. And it shouldn't anger you so much to the point where you want to hurt me. It shouldn't anger you like that, because I don't agree with what you say, and I don't agree with how you see things. So why would you want to bring harm to me because I stand on my own, because I have my own opinion about things? And, I just don't understand the mindset of men. And it's messed up that this dude would get an opportunity when he did what he did, and everybody know what he did. He should have been, they should not even let him have the opportunity to even run for office. He blew it for himself. Nobody did that. He did that. He did that. They had to make him leave. And he's gonna just prove it to the people that something was stolen from him, and that's just not true. Everybody was not for this guy. Everybody still is not for him. He have his people that do like him, but everybody don't like him. So why do we have to be made to like him if we don't like him? I mean, we don't have much on the ballot to choose from. I think him and the other guy, they both are really too old. I really think so. But the upper hand that the other guy has is experience. The other guy has experience. When Trump was in office, what did he do when he went to Great Britain? This man jumped in front of the Queen of England, and pushed her out the way so he can get in front of her. Who does stuff like that? I mean, he just did so many things that we saw with our own eyes. So why are people so angry that everybody don't give him another chance? And then he's talking like that. Oh, if I don't win, it's going to be a bloodbath. Why would you even put that up there? Why would you even say things like that? So they let you know that something is wrong with this dude, where he might not be capable of being the president of this country. Look at his mindset. Look at the things that he say. Look at the things that he say. Do you all know something else that this dude said? And I don't know how many people be paying attention and listening, but I'm abreast to stuff like this. I love stuff like this. He said that if he become president again, he's going to take away, he said this, he want to take away Social Security. He want to take away all of the, like the Medicare and the Section 8. He want to take away all of those programs. He called them expectancies. He said he want to take away all the expectancies. Like people, they expect when they retire from their job that they can collect their Social Security, because for 30, 40, 50 years, the government has been taking that amount of money from them out of their pay. Been taking out Social Security so they will have money. So it ain't nothing that the government is giving those elderly people. This is money that they stored up for themselves when they allowed the government. Well, we really don't have a choice, because they automatically take it out before you even see it. But they took money from these elderly people pay. They stored this money up as young people, so when they got older and they was no longer able to work, they would have something to fall back on. He wanted to take that away, and he called it expectancies. He said that he want to get rid of all of those programs, just like people that don't work, they expect the government to help them get food stamps or help them have housing. Those are what he is calling expectancies. And if you think about it, even though we have a lot of people of all different nationalities on these programs, I think that the black race will suffer the most. I'm not for sure, but because I don't know the ratio of people, but because we don't have as many. They say that we do, but we don't have the same opportunities as everybody. You all know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot to think about. You all need to be paying attention to what's going on in the political realm, knowing that this is the year that we're going to be voting for our president. We already know that Trump is a dictator. He wants to dictate. He want to be like Putin, and he want to be like Kim, whatever that Chinese guy name is, that Japan guy. He want to be like them. He want to be a dictator, and he want the United States to not be a democracy. He want us to be what they call? I can't think of the name of it. But yeah, guys, so we got the while they on social media fighting back and forth for this chump change, they need to be trying to pay attention of where they gonna be if certain people win. Where they gonna be? Where they gonna be? Where their family gonna be? Where their grandkids gonna be if certain people get to run the country? They don't hide anything. They are very open with their opinion. They are very transparent on how they feel about things. But it seems as though that even though they are this transparent and they telling you how they feel and what they're gonna do, people still willing to put them in office. And I don't understand that, because we're all gonna suffer, not just one group of people. We're all gonna suffer, you know, because everybody got somebody in their family that gets Social Security. Everybody got somebody in their family that get food stamps. Everybody in every family got somebody that's on Medicaid, Medicare. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. So everybody's gonna suffer. And this dude is not playing with us either. He is not playing. He's not playing. So I don't know why nobody's taking it serious, because he have a whole band of people supporting him. They want all of this stuff to be to come to full fruition. And a lot of people's like, let's make America great again. You know, anybody that even have that slogan is something just like, when the first time a lot of minority people heard that slogan and that saying, make America great again, that made a lot of us sit down and reflect. Like, great again? What are they talking about? You know, we're still trying to make it great. So where did the again part come from? So anywho, those are the kind of things that I like to open up my mind and think about. Everybody's not on that level. Everybody cannot go there. Everybody don't think about stuff like that. They like living for the now and right now, but you gotta always think about what lies tomorrow, you know? Stop living in the moment. What about your future? What about your children's future? Do you have children? Do you have grandchildren? What type of world do you want them to live in? But I know a lot of people shy away from these type of conversations because they don't have any intellect. They don't have that. They don't understand. They don't understand. You know, we still got people walking around talking about, I ain't gonna vote. I ain't gonna vote. They're counting on you not to vote. So you're doing them a favor. They don't want you to vote. So you're not hurting anybody but yourself when you don't vote. You're not hurting anybody but yourself. I would never not vote. I would vote whether my vote count or not. Because I can say, at least I tried. But to sit on my hand and do absolutely nothing and just be like, come what may, come what may. That's not a good way, that's not a good perception or anything. Just waiting on the shoe to drop. No, get out, and what you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? Don't sit around waiting on your mama, your brother, your sister, your dad, none of them. What you gonna do? So it's a lot going on, guys, and we're all so distracted with this social media. Also distracted with this social media. And then I heard somebody say, social media is not fun anymore. But when I heard that person say that, I thought to myself, it's still fun, but it's just the people taking everything so serious. You all know how I come on sometime and I just be having fun with I have fun with certain people. You know, people that be listening, they be feeling all some type of way about the things that we be saying out here to one another. And we be sometimes we be really mean to each other. We know that. We know that. But some people find that entertaining. Some people find that entertaining. Like when I talk about people living in trailers. I never said that ever, ever, ever. People living in trailer. I only talk about one person. But I am beginning to see that it rubs certain people a certain way when you start talking about trailer. It's just one person that I know that lives in a trailer that often picks with other people about their living condition. And they are a content creator. And when they come out and attack me and talk about how I'm living and what's going on in my life, then I talk about how they're living and what's going on in their lives. So that's how that go with me. But I noticed lately people have been saying, coming in my comments saying, what's wrong with living in a trailer? Nothing at all. It's nothing at all wrong with living in a trailer. But I'm only directing my conversation to a person that always come after me and say the most awful things to me and others. So it's not even about you. I'm sorry that you feel like when we say trailer, we're talking about all. We only talking about, I'm not going to speak for us and we. I'm only talking about one person. I'm only talking about one person. I always knew that when I was on the market of trying to find me a place to live, a trailer was one of the cheapest form of living arrangement that you could get, because houses are so expensive, apartments were so expensive, but living in an apartment, you're paying for something that would never be yours. So I didn't see no sense in that. I didn't see no sense in that, paying for something that is never going to be mine. I know if I lived in a house, a rent-to-buy house, one day it could be mine. So I always had that mindset. But some people have been very sensitive about when we say trailer, living in a trailer. So I just want you guys to know, if you live in a trailer, it's nothing wrong with living in a trailer. It's nothing wrong with that. Thank you, Arvid. She said, have fun on your ride, Granny. I will. I became disabled at the age of 46. I got a lawyer and found 3 years and fought 3 years for my Social Security disability. Okay, Marianne Watson, this dude right here, he said it. It's so much to watch on social media, especially YouTube. You're absolutely right, Riri. William say, the again part, what period in American history there was always some sort of problem? Yeah, but I don't know what happened to the people. I think that when they first heard it, it just sounded good to them. Make America great again. We talking about, who you talking about? We still trying to get great. Hey Zahana, Dark, hi. Hey Imai, Shahari. Chahari said, it's actually true. Sunny Day said, for African American, we trying to figure out when was it great. say, hi, go get her. Getting rid of Medicare and Medicaid is the worst thing. Guys, if y'all just use your minds and imagination, if they took away all the government programs from the people, man, do you know what this world would look like? Do you know what this world would look like? That would be the beginning of the end. And I think then we will really be in Armageddon, because if they take away all of those benefits from everybody, it's going to be people hungry and starving to the point where they're going to be doing y'all think crime is bad now. People are going to be running into stores, just stealing and trying to run out. It's going to be bad if for him to do that. And for people to be rolling behind him like, yeah, that's a great idea. Y'all know only the rich people are rallying behind him on that, right? People that's poor or the middle class people, they ain't about that. Sonny say, and most don't know that your Social Security is only based off your last 5 years of employment. All that money you put in it boils down to that. And now he is trying to stop that. That's what he said, guys. He said if he get office, if he get elected again, listen at the threat. If he get elected again, he's going to take away all those expected benefits. And if he don't win, it's going to be a bloodbath. So he's just telling us we're going to lose either damn way, right? That makes sense. He's telling us that we're going to lose either way. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds so dreadful. You're going to lose either way. If you choose him, you're going to lose everything. And if you don't choose him, it's going to be a bloodbath. I said, this dude right here, guys, I tell you. Hey, Danielle Newman. Hey, Marianne Watson. Hey, William Penna. Jodama one. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Jondama one. Hey. Hey, Katrina. Hate and violence should not be included as free speech. Absolutely. Amelia, you shouldn't be on. Oh, it's okay. I have my phone. I have a phone jack, Amelia, that I drive and be talking to you guys. And then when I get ready to read your comments, I always park my car and talk to you guys. Or I'll be at a red light, or I'll be at a stop sign, but I don't just be trying to drive and read. I know not to do that. I get upset when my son do that, so I know I'm not out here doing that. So it's okay, Amelia. I'm very conscious of my surrounding and my safety, okay? So thank you, though. I really appreciate you for saying that. Miss Michelle said, I respect opinions. I think they need to get rid of all those old people out of those offices and get some young and fresh faces in the office. I agree with you, Sheila Austin. I agree with you. I just think it's just crazy that our government is being ran by these people with so many old values. This world has been turning and evolving, and we still got these people governing us, and they are so set in their old ways. Some of these people are so old. They was around when they had the Jim Crow laws. Some of these people are so old. They was around when the Ku Klux Klan and all of these people was against the black race, and how they rose up against the black race and killed a lot of people, unalive a lot of people. These are the people that we got in our government that's still passing laws, guys, and it's crazy that they haven't cleaned it up by now. It's a shame that even us as people, we know once we get 60, 70 years old, it's time to retire. These people live way up in their 80s and 90s, and they don't let those jobs go. And then the people that elect them keep putting them right back in office. They're not even looking at it like, okay, they got Alzheimer's, they got dementia, they got the shakes, they got everything wrong with them, and they still let them make decisions. They still letting them make decisions, and I just think that's crazy. It should have been happened. Should have been happened that they got. It should be a cutoff time for those people in government. They should not be in government 80 and 90 and 100 years old. That's crazy. 70 is too old. 70 is too old. I just don't understand. I don't understand why we're here in this state in this time. So I thank you all for joining me. Everybody hit that like button for me. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoying the conversation. There's much more to come. I started at the bottom with reading some of the comments. I think the top of the chat is just a lot of people just speaking to each other. Hey, So Love. Hey, guys. Hey, Nevertha. Everybody that I didn't say hello to personally. Hello, hello, hello. Miss Michelle said double standard. That we were talking about something else. We were talking about men and women. A man can impregnate a 22-year-old woman and everything to be all right, but just because a 39-year-old woman get pregnant by a 22-year-old young man, they say he's just a child. If y'all saw my nephew that I was telling y'all about, he all man. He don't even look like no child. He look like a man. He got a grown man body. He grown. Miss Michelle said, but if you already have 1,000 kids, no ma'am. Renee said, ask Granny, what if that 22-year-old was, if that 20-year-old was your son and my son was 18, his girlfriend was 28, I had a problem. I was 35. Wow, Riri. So you experienced that. But I just don't like the double standard. Why is it okay for a man to impregnate a woman of a young age, but it's not okay for a woman to get pregnant by a young dude? That, if it's gonna be, it should be across the board, around the board. Everything should be the same. People should not look down on a woman and then admire a man. They're just crazy that they do that. Leslie say, I would date a younger guy, just not younger than my kids or my kids' age. Okay. Riri says she has reputation of a gold digger, but I don't know. I heard that, but I don't know either, Renee. I heard that she targets guys with money. I gotta find out who she is and look at her and listen to her talk, and then I can go from there. It was just something I heard another content creator mention. And I said I was gonna bring that to my group and ask you guys, don't y'all think it's hypocritical that it's okay for a guy, but it's bad for a woman? I don't think none of those presidents are for the people. I think they are for themselves, okay? That was awful for him to say, says Marianne. I see you looking. Hey, Tony Clark said, absolutely agree. I think they need to get rid of all those. Okay, I read that. I do too. I really, really do, guys. I think they should want to be out of office. They took all the money they can take. They be filthy, filthy rich. They can retire and just relax the remainder of their lives. They do not have to be still out here with the hustle and bustle. They don't have to be. They should be ready to retire and spend time with their families. Y'all know what I'm saying? I don't understand why they are so dead set on holding those jobs until their demise. I think that is so crazy that they don't want to let those jobs go. They got all the money. They got all the money, y'all. Because being a congressperson or a senator, you get so many corporate offices making deals with you, getting you to pass laws in their favor. So they got all the money. They got deep pockets. They really have deep pockets. And so nobody need all the money in the whole world. You can be the richest person in the world, and then what's going to be left for you to do? If you had all the money in the world, then what? Marianne said, that's money I work for. Yeah, so I want to know what's his rationality, why he say he wants to stop the expectancy, all the expectancy programs. Why he feel like he have that right to take something from us that we put there. As far as we stored that money there. And it was nothing that we could do about it. The thing is that you all know when you first start working, and then you see that they taking out all of these different things. They take out federal, they take out state, they take out Social Security, they take out medical, they take out everything. And then they promise you that once you retire, you'll be able to collect that money back. That's what they assure and promise you. So who is he to come in now after people been doing this since the beginning of time? Now he come out of nowhere talking about he going to discontinue those programs. Sonny Day said, well, I expect to collect from a system I put into. That's right, Sonny Day. I want to know how many of you guys knew that was going on. How many of you guys heard that before I mentioned that today? And if you guys have not heard that before I mentioned it today, that's why we're all so distracted with this social media. They came up with this social media thing to distract. That's why it's here. It was put in place to distract you. And while you're being distracted, they're passing all types of laws all around you. And when you bring your head out, and you finally shake it off a little bit, social media, the whole world gonna have changed around you. And you're gonna be like, well, what happened? You're asleep. They're putting you to sleep by showing you all of this stuff on social media. They put the whole world in your hand right here. This device right here. You have the whole world in your hand right here. But while you thinking that you got the whole world in your hand, they still passing laws and stuff, and you ain't paying no attention. That's why I feel like, in my opinion, a lot of those Congress guys and senators there in Washington want this guy back. They want Trump to be back in office simply because while he was in office, we found out that he didn't like to read. He have a very short attention span. This is what they said now. This is just what I heard, allegedly. He have a short attention span. They can put stuff on his desk and say, we need your signature. He don't take the time out to read it, even though he got those people that read all the paperwork for him. What if they got 2 or 3 working together and they just tell him, oh, it ain't nothing. It just so, and he just signing all of these things into law. He just signing stuff. threatening people, talking about if you don't kiss my ass, then I'm not going to sign no more of your paperwork. This kind of stuff. It's just too much. Assistant, KJ's assistant, but it's another name that our paralegals, what I think about, almost like what the lawyers have. That's what those senators and Congress people have also, following them around, doing everything for them. As far as paper, read all the paperwork, taking all the notes. They have those type of paralegals to follow them around to do all that stuff for them. William Penn said, who's taking away expectancies? That money I work for. Will I? Okay. I don't know how I went back up. Let me see, can I find where... they barely want to give it to you then. They try to wait so long, hoping you die before you get it. Isn't that so sad? I have heard so many people trying to get their Social Security disability, and they have to fight for it. They have to fight for it. It's so sad. It's so sad that they have to fight for it. And Sonny, they say, and most don't know that. Okay, I read that one already. Thank you, go get her. Say, Granny, you're looking beautiful. Tony Clark say, it's very important that we listen and know what's going on. Yes, guys, now listen. I expect the younger generation, like our kids, our 20-year-old children, our 30-year-old kids, we have to think how we were when we were their age. You know what I'm saying? So... we didn't pay that much attention to that kind of thing. We didn't pay that much attention to that kind of thing. And our kids are not going to pay that much attention to that kind of thing. So us as the older generation, 40, 50 and up, somebody got to be paying attention. Everybody cannot be asleep at the wheel. Somebody got to know what's going on. Somebody got to be out here sounding the trumpet for the young people. Because our young people, this social media was truly designed for them. And they don't care. They don't listen. They just like we were when we was young. Always realize that. When you're talking to young people, think about when I was young, what was I doing? The same thing they're doing. Very recklessly living each day like it's your last day. Just don't care about anything but self. They just like we were when we was their age. Getting rid of Medicaid is okay, I read that. So let me go down a little bit, guys, because I came all the way up so I can get some of y'all comment. No, nothing wrong with a person living in a mobile home, but something is wrong with that person that lives in a trailer. Two different things. Can't y'all hit that like button, says Riri. What, Granny live in a nursing home, so I guess Granny shouldn't respond to me here. Says Les Rock. Hey, Les Rock. It's Riri say, yes, girl. Marianne Watson say, Riri, yes, girl. It was so depressing during that time. Thank God my husband had my back so I wouldn't go without. Amen, Marianne. Hey, Black Women Mom. Hey, Michael. Kunkel, the true speaker. Hello to the host and everyone in the chat. Let's Rock say, how you doing, boo? Black Women Mom is speaking to Let's Rock. Definitely, we are still trying to reach the great point, says William Pena. You're right. Right, William, says Riri. Going to the hospital is already expensive. Granted, my life has been the same for every president, so I can care less. Well, please vote. Watts said hello. Ashley say hi. Quinn says fats. Scotty, Riri said hi. I predict we're going to see more folks moving out of the U.S., says Sunny Day. Black Women Mom said, my oldest nephew and wife live in a trailer home. It's beautiful. They have beautiful trailer homes. Nowadays, they really do. Meathead could upgrade that old ice trailer. Bird Breakfast Club said, I love you too. I like your hair, thank you. Says Annabeth, hey. Mado, best regard from Austria. Okay, Austria. Thank you. Same to you guys. Hi. Susan say hello. Brittany Berry says, awesome. Roy the Queen, hey. Let's Rock is speaking to Sheila and Roy the Queen. Black Women Mom speaking to Roy the Queen. The clan still live and clamming and clanning. You're clanning. You're absolutely right. You guys, I cannot remember the state. I don't know whether it was Detroit, but it was some state that they found a person hanging from a tree. And the first thing popped in my mind is how it was back in the olden days. And I really should Google and figure out where were they. But they were somewhere. I know somebody heard this story, but I only heard a little bit of it from my local news that they had found a person hanging from a tree. And I just thought about that thing. I said, wow. I think it was a missing person. And when they found him, they was hanging from a tree. I thought that was crazy. Quinn said that's the whole point of it all. They want to keep the old rich people making the decision. They need to go somewhere and spend that money, Quinn. They need to go spend that money. Right, Black Mom. My friend has one. It's nice with a 2-car attached garage and in a regular neighborhood with driveways and front lawns like a regular home. I have seen those, Riri. I have seen those. You can't even tell that they are trailer park because they have upgraded those trailer parks from way back when Meathead got hers. They're not the same. They're not sitting on bricks and, you know. It don't look like you're entering into a portable. It don't look the same. They done really upgraded them. They look a lot like homes now, like real homes. You're right, asked Granny. A lot of them needs to retire. They surely do. It's sad. Sunny Day said, well, here in South Carolina, they let Storm Thurmond stay as senator way up in age. I don't understand. A lot of people, when it's time to vote, even though their situation have not changed, they rather elect the same person, even though they're not making any moves and they're not doing anything. But they say, well, my situation is still the same. It's not too bad. It's not good, but it's livable. So just let them stay. That's not the right perception. You should be thinking more like the world is changing. The generations are changing. You should be trying to keep the people abreast. Sometimes we need new fresh blood to be in these positions. I felt like, now here's an idea, guys. This is what I thought. All of those senators and Congress people that's up in age like 80, 90 years old, I think what they should do, they should be training. They should be training their, and what's the word I'm searching for? Not ancestor. They should be ancestry. They should be training the people that's coming up behind them so they can teach and show them all the ropes. They should travel with them. They should be in the room when they're making decisions. They should be able to hear how they tackle different things, how they their viewpoints. They should be that person that's getting ready to take over their jobs should be in training with them for like 3 to 4 years just to learn the ropes and be very comfortable stepping into that position. That's what I think. And then with young minds, you're going to still do things your own way, but at least you have some type of views on how it's done correctly and why those people have been there for so long. That was a thought when I start thinking about how old they are and they still holding those positions. I think about they should have somebody, they should be training to take that position. They shouldn't be in those positions until they unalive. This should not be. That makes absolutely no sense. You need to step aside and lead somebody else in that position. Show them how to do it. Show them how to do it while you still here. They shouldn't have to figure it out once you're gone. Show them how to do it and then step down and let them do it. And that's how I feel about that. It didn't work out, but I grew to her and her kids and her kids and her kids. Man, she would clean my house and cook for my other younger kids. They said very hypocritical. Bad texting. My phone is crazy, says Riri. Hey, Tony Larson. Hey, Mamu, hello. Again, newcomers, before you ask, okay, if y'all are not licensed to carry, please do to protect yourself and your family, says Sweetness 49. Hey, Potato, hey, I'm wonderful. How's your exam going? Did you take the test yet? Riri, you're right. It's some nice double wide out here now, says Marianne Watson. He focused on the wrong thing. He focused on paying those recent judgment that has been won against him. Let me tell you what his whole plan is, Sonny. His whole plan is to keep it tied up in court for the next 50 years. That's why this man has about 100 personal attorneys. He have a lot of attorneys representing him. And that's what he spent all his money on, attorneys. Hello, the life of Patricia Stephen. Hello, beautiful. How are you doing? The one I gotta step away for a minute. Okay, Riri. Some really silly bots on here, says Tony. Queen Ghost, your hair looks so beautiful, by the way, and your words are very wise. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome in. Right son today, says Marianne Watson. Hey, Jacqueline Purdue. Hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already. Hey, Mario. I love seeing different hairstyles and hair types. One of my sons want me to invest with him in manufacturing homes in Vegas as rental property, brand new for 75 to 80Ks. Oh, that's going to be great, Riri. Very good investment. Real estate. Very good investment. I used to live in an RV for a while in New Mexico. Then we moved to New York, says Potato. I agree, says LaWanda, but that's too much. Like, right, asks Granny. They are not going to do that, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. I know they would never do it. Selfish, greedy, they'll never do it. They'll never do it. Oh, set in their ways. A lot of them fear if they let their job go, they're not going to have anything else left to do but to just go and be unalive. But look at all the money that you have saved. All of the money that you have. Why don't you go enjoy the rest of your life and spend some of that money instead of leaving all of that money that you saved for your family? Won't you spend a little money on yourself and retire like Nancy did? Nancy, she finally retired. She was like 80 something. And if her husband hadn't been attacked, she might not would have retired. And if Trump had not tried to unalive her, allegedly, she probably would never have retired. With that insurrection is what I'm speaking on, guys. I don't mean him personally going to try to hurt her. I'm talking about those people that did that insurrection. They were talking about hang them, hang them, hang them, and all of this crazy stuff. It was crazy. It was crazy. You all saw that, right? Kaylee said, you're gorgeous. Thank you. So, guys, that was such a good topic. I enjoyed you guys. Thank you guys for joining me for that. I got to go. I thank you guys for joining me with that topic. I hope you all loved that topic. It was really, really good. So informative. I hope the people that did not know what was going on, now you all know what's going on. This is an election year. We will be coming out to vote. Just also realize, guys, that the presidential election is not the only election we should be focusing on. We have to elect the right sheriffs in our little counties and in our state. We have to elect the right judges that's going to be placing judgment on our kids if they get in trouble. We got to be very, very careful. I heard somebody say years ago that they was just saying, people was like, what happened to the KKK? What happened to them? They came out of they took off the thing that they covered their face with. What you call that? They took off the hood and put on a uniform. That's what I heard, guys. Now, that is just something that I heard. They got, and when I say uniform, I don't mean policemen. All types of uniform. Judge uniform. The judge's uniform. The senators. The congressmen. They took off the hood and they put on the uniform, guys. And they are orchestrating a whole lot of stuff that's going on in this country. That's why we're still stuck in the shape that we was in when Martin Luther King was out here doing all that protesting and nonviolence and all of that. We hadn't moved. We haven't moved that much. We hadn't moved that much. The only thing that we got out of that was we don't have to come through the back door anymore. We get to drink out the same fountain as everybody else. We get to date whoever we want to date. We get to go eat wherever we want to eat. It's no more colored people eat here and whites only, blacks only. It's no more of that. That's the only thing that we got out of that. And it was a blessing and it was a curse. It was a blessing and it was a curse. Did you all know? I'm going to tell you all something before I end. In my little state, the state of Georgia, they said that we have over 72,000 gang members. That's just in my one little state, guys. 72,000 gang members. And it might be higher. How many gang members do you guys have in your state? That's a lot of gang members. That's a lot of gang members. Homeless people. How many homeless people is in your state? These are the things that we're dealing with. It's so much. It's just so much going on. Patricia said, I'm most definitely licensed to carry. You better say it. You better say it. Because we don't know what direction we're going in. But please, please, just be able to, please be able to protect your family. Just be able to. Don't get caught not being able. Don't get caught not being able to protect you and your family. Whew. So listen. Okay, everybody that's just coming in. I'm getting ready to leave. To end this live. Hey, Juju Bees. Sophia says facts. So, guys, listen. Popeye 310 said hi. LaWanda say it definitely should be an age limit to be in Congress. Those old farts are selfish and stubborn, set in their old-fashioned ways. That's right, LaWanda. That is right. That is right. That is right. And as long as they keep letting these old people pass these laws and keep the laws that we had way, way back when, the world has changed a lot and evolved a lot. It's sad that we still have down in the law book stuff that Andrew Jackson passed, stuff that Ulysses Grant passed. We still have laws that George Washington passed. We still have those old laws, even though those people have been passed away over 100, 200, 300, 500 years, and we still living by those laws, which is ridiculous. But I'm finna go, guys. Y'all know Granny's long-winded. She'll start talking again. So just know that I love you guys. I see you guys on tomorrow for another ride along. I thank you guys for joining. Thank you everybody that came in. If anybody did not hit the like button coming in, please hit the like button going out. I love this conversation today. I'm going to try to do more conversation like this. I hope I can keep you guys interested. I'm going to really open up my books and get deep into what I'll be talking about. And hopefully you guys can conversate with me and engage me in these different conversations. So thank you, LaWanda and Riri and Les Rock. Thank you, guys. No, I'm not from Switzerland. I don't think I even talk the way the Switzerland people talk. On yesterday, I was saying cursing, but I guess I got a little southern accent going on. And I thought yesterday evening, I say, maybe I should have said cussing, but I don't talk that way. I don't say cussing, I say cursing. This how I talk. I got a little proper going on, but not a lot, but a little, you know. I try to speak clearly and correctly, but cussing is the right pronunciation. I was saying cursing, and somebody said, what is cursing? So I thought that was kind of funny, but it's cussing. I don't want to be out here cussing. So on that note, guys, we're going to say, see you later, alligator, after while, crocodile. Thank you, Queen Ghost. Everybody enjoy the rest of your evening. And I'll see you guys later. Smooches!